Welcome to Here Now, a season of audio theater from Keen Company. We're an award-winning nonprofit theater in New York City, championing identification and connection through stories about the decisive moments that change us. I'm Jonathan Silverstein, the artistic director, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to 1993 by Finkel, the first production in our season of audio theater. Join us in embracing the virtual off-Broadway experience. Take a moment to find your seat, silence any distractions, and lower your house lights. It's time to settle in for a night at the theater and enjoy 1993.
Previously on 1993. Fuck, Lorena, this radio is so old. Is it valuable? Well, it is to me. It was my grandma's, Giga. It was her most prized possession. And now it's mine. What the fuck? Turn on. I'm not going to be able to sleep at all without Giga's radio. I need to get this fixed right away. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. What the fuck am I doing? Going to fucking Jersey City? It's after midnight. Hi.
What are you doing here?
I'm lost. Run! 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 Run for your fucking lives! Giga's radio! Giga's radio! Who's there?
And now, episode 4, The Last Lonely Nights of Lorena. Terror.
It happened shortly before 12:30, the blast that rocked much of lower Manhattan.
This is Channel 2 News at 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ernie Anastas.
And I'm Carol Martin. We continue now our coverage of the terror that has struck the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Police say that it may in fact have been a bomb, a massive bomb, that caused an explosion.
More than 7 hours after the rescue and evacuation effort began, emergency workers were worried. Some people might still be trapped in the uppermost floors of the one
that rocked this financial center.
We could hear some guy yelling to us on the other side of this tremendous hall. You work at an office on the 25th floor. What did you hear?
injured, and they found people.
There was a man still sitting in his car.
Workers trapped on the highest
and you could tell
Hundreds were stuck on elevators in the World Trade Center. Only some of those were able to.
And they waited in vain.
We have people in a wheelchair. We had no help for them at all. Nothing. We're walking down dog.
It was tough to breathe.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
They had cigarette lighters, and on and off they would give us light. And that's all the kids wanted, was a little bit of light. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
And we're back on WWCS, Your World, Your City, Yourself. I'm your host, Adam Don't Give a Damn. It is April 23rd at 2:12 in the a.m. in the year 1993. For those just tuning in, we're talking about the February 26th terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. 6 people were killed and thousands of others injured. Is our government to blame? Has the government done enough to make us feel safe? On the line right now, we have Loretta from the East Village. Hi, Loretta. Thank you for coming on the show.
It's Lorena, you fucktard.
Whoa. Lorena, we can't curse on the radio. The FCC...
Fuck the FCC. No one listens to this piece of shit show anyway,
We're talking
dude,
about the World Trade Center bombing tonight and our government's response. Lorena, do you believe our government is to blame?
I think you're asking the wrong question, Adam. This isn't about our government response. The government is just the fucking government. The issue here is that America is fucking capitalist. That's what's to blame. Capitalism, greed. That's what's caused the bombing. That's the problem here. America is the fucking greediest country in the entire fucking world. Fucking take, make. And the World Trade Center. Let me tell you something from someone who works in the World Trade Center. Worked. I quit. Never walking back into that building as long as I live or as long as those buildings stand. The World Trade Center.
Whoa. Let's just pause for a sec here, Lorena. You work in the World Trade Center?
Like I said, I did, but I don't anymore. The day of the bombing, when I got out of the building, I vowed that I'd never walk back into that fucking...
So you were there the day of the bombing?
Yeah, dude, I was there. I was inside the building. I was in the fucking elevator. I was halfway down when the bomb went off.
And what was that like?
What was that like? What do you think it was like? It was the most terrifying moment of my life. I don't want to talk about what it was like, though, man. I called in
because... Folks, if you're just tuning in, we are talking with Lorena, who was in the World Trade Center on the day of the bombing. Lorena, can you walk us through your experience a little bit?
Oh, come on, man. I don't want to...
You lived through something almost none of us have ever even fathomed experiencing. You said you were in the elevator when the bomb went off. Why were you in the elevator?
I was on my way down to the parking lot.
You were headed down to the parking lot?
That's what I just said.
The very parking lot that the terrorists were in. The very parking lot where they left the truck with the bombs. You could have been killed.
Yeah, I know I could have been killed. It's all I fucking think about. That my life almost ended. If I'd taken one elevator earlier, I would have been dead. Thank God I was not in a fucking rush because I was doing some shit work for my boss, ex-boss, Carl, wanted me to get something out of his Camry. Who the fuck buys a Camry? Well, my idiot ex-boss Carl, that's who. Drives it in from Teaneck. So yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'll just let the first elevator go. I worked on the 107th floor, windows on the world. It was lunchtime, and a lot of people were heading down. So I just let the first elevator go. And I waited for the second one.
And how close were you to the parking lot when the bomb went off?
I think we were about halfway down, maybe the 55th floor. I mean, somewhere around there. I don't really remember.
And what did it feel like? What did the bomb feel like?
It wasn't so much a feeling, Adam, as much as a sensation. Like I heard the boom, but it wasn't the boom. It was the vibrations. They filled my ears down into my feet. I still feel it. The vibrations. Like I'm there, back in the elevator. I was frozen. All these people around me screaming and panicking. And I was stone still. And then I flashed on this thing that happened to me the night before in Jersey City. I was lost. I saw these guys, a group of them. They were packing something into the back of a Ryder truck. I wasn't paying attention to what they looked like. I was frantic. I talked to this one guy. He scared me.
What are you doing here?
Not him exactly, more the way he talked to me. He scared me. He was foreign. I got a bad feeling. The other guys were yelling at me. So I ran. And they were chasing me. I think they were chasing me. I ran and ran and ran and ran. And then I tripped. And Giga's radio broke. Smashed to pieces. Then some guy, a cabbie, just off duty, helped me, drove me home, didn't charge or anything. But I didn't tell him, the cabbie, what I saw. I didn't tell him anything. I think I was in shock. I didn't tell anyone. And then I was in the elevator and the vibrations, and it was like, it hit me. What happened to me? I don't remember much of what happened after that. I don't remember how I got out of the elevator. I don't remember coming home. I don't remember any of it. I stopped going to work after that. I didn't call in or anything. I just stopped going. I was kind of like a zombie, you know. But then in like March, when Mahmoud Ahabalima was caught trying to get the fucking deposit back for the Ryder truck rental, and I saw his picture in the paper, I realized, I was like, that's him. That's the guy. I talked to him. I was like 3 feet from him. I was even closer than that, you know, and that's when I realized I saw the fucking terrorists the night before they bombed the World Trade Center. That building, those buildings, and the letters Yusuf sent before the attacks, you know, this is just the fucking beginning for those guys, man. They are going to blow those buildings up. I know they are. I saw it on their faces when I saw them in Jersey City. I wouldn't have been able to explain it then, but now looking back on it, I can see it clear as fucking... These are men who are serious. I had a boyfriend once when I was young. This is before I moved to the city. This is back home. He was an Olympic level athlete, a swimmer, 500 freestyle, beautiful strokes, just beautiful man. Just, you know, I probably peaked with him. My point is, like when he had a goal like that involved swimming, like to get his time faster or to improve something or beat someone, he'd get this look in his eye. And if you've never seen the look, you may not understand it, but it's like the look of determination, steely. They only see you as a shape in front of their goal. And if you're in the way, you know. That's what these men look like to me. They have a goal, and they failed. And they are going to come back and finish it. It's already happened for them. They are already celebrating it. And man, this is what trips me out. It's like no one even cares here. Like it was a big inconvenience for everyone that the power was knocked out for a little while. And yeah, Adam, maybe that's what you were saying earlier about the government being to blame. Maybe that's the government downplaying this, pushing our attention to other things. But like I was saying, at the heart of it, this points to a sickness in us, you know? We are sick. America is sick. The entire system by which we live, the very fact that money is at the heart of everything. You know, why did we build 2 massive phalluses up to the sky and fill them with money? I'm complicit, you know. I fucking worked there for 13 fucking years. I literally fed the machine. You know, maybe it's because I live in Alphabet City, you know, the most beautiful, fucked up, last remnant of bohemian purity in New York. And I see how capitalism and greed and money has been slowly, quietly destroying my neighborhood. And if it's destroying where I live, it's destroying where you live too. You may not notice it yet, but it's happening. It's happening all over the entire world. And America is to blame. America isn't just here. You know, America is everywhere. America is fucking people's lives up wherever they are, all around the world. America is fucking people's lives up. The Gulf War, man? The fucking Gulf War? And we're not fucking listening to them! And what do people do when they don't feel like they're being heard? They do shit to get our attention.
So, let me get this straight. You think the terrorists did the right thing?
What? No, that's not what I was...
You just said we should listen to them. You sound like you sympathize.
What's that? I'm not saying I agree with their actions, you know? I'm just saying they're pissed off. And I'm just thinking maybe we need to look at why they're pissed off, you know?
We were attacked. America was attacked. And you want to invite them to group therapy?
Did you just hear a fucking word I just said? That's not what I said.
Sympathizer.
No, man, I don't. It's not what they did. It's why they did it. Why they would want to attack us. Why they feel that.
That sounds like sympathy.
Then you're not fucking kidding me.
And we're back on WWCS, Your World, Your City, Yourself. I'm your host, Adam Don't Give a Damn. It is April 23rd at 2:12 in the a.m. in the year 1993. For those just tuning in, we're talking about the February 26th terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. 6 people were killed and thousands of others injured. Is our government to blame? Has the government done enough to make us feel safe? On the line right now, we have Loretta from the East Village. Loretta, are you there? Hello? I can hear you breathing. Do you have something to say?
Hey, Jim. Give me the regular. Make it a double. And keep him coming. The attack in 1993? Do you remember what else happened in that year? If you were alive, do you remember what happened to you? Do I remember what happened to me? Or have I chosen to forget? Do you remember the attack in 2001? If you could forget it, would you? you a forgetful person? Or do you remember everything? If you never share what you remember, do you eventually forget it happened? Or does the opposite occur? I think maybe that's a leading question. Well, aren't all these questions leading? If so, what do you think they are leading to?
This has been episode 4 of 1993 by Finkel, directed by Jonathan Silverstein. All voices, music, sound, noise, and silence created and compiled by Finkel. Publishing assistance by Garrett Schultz. Warning bells, music by Finkel, lyrics and melody by Finkel and Jennifer McKenna. This performance is part of Keen Company's Here Now season of audio theater, led by artistic director Jonathan Silverstein. The season's audio consultant is Garrett Schultz. The Here Now theme is composed by Billy Reese. Enjoying what you've heard so far? Hit the subscribe button in your podcast app, and please take a moment to rate us and leave a review. Want exclusive perks, bonus content, and invites to virtual opening night parties? Sign up for a Here Now season membership. Packages start at just $1 a month. Looking to support off-Broadway theater artists? Make a tax-deductible gift to Keen Company and contribute to Stories of Connection. Learn more at www.keencompany.org. Thank you for listening. I look forward to joining you at the virtual theater again soon.